Hi everybody, how you doing? How you been? How are things? Shane and Diane here at Walkie-Pot Studio, this time for an unboxing and a preliminary review. Vevor sent us one of their very small little kilns, and apparently this can be used for a whole bunch of different things, and we're going to find out if it has any use here in our pottery studio. Now, this is the first of two videos that we're going to do for this particular device. And make sure you do check out the description below for links to the product, and I think there might even be a discount code there for you. For now though, let's go ahead and open up, see what's in the box, and then once it's out of the box, we'll tell you a little bit about what we plan on doing with this. Are you ready?
Yes, I have to have glasses.
All right, let's give it a try here.
And you said when you picked it up it was a little heavy.
It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
Not like that big one of ours.
No, it's not huge. It's just heavy. Oh, tongs.
Okay,
tongs
so
on
we
top.
have tongs. Nice. Well, I guess you could use those for when you do Raku.
I think we have a pair, almost probably that is exact same one hanging on the wall over there. Yep. Very cool. Nice sturdy foam. Very good. Some gloves. Oh, these are nice gloves.
Instruction booklet, or at least I assume instruction.
We should probably use that. Hey, can I?
Oh yes, it does.
Can I do the whole review with these gloves? These are nice gloves.
Well, hey, maybe the gloves were worth it.
Maybe. Okay, so next set of gloves. This is going to be the hard part. We got to figure out how we can slide this out. I'm going to see if I can take some of the.
You'll have to let me know if you need assistance.
Some foam. Yeah, you're just going to sit there and read the instructions while I do all the hard work. Of course. Okay. Everybody's seeing me struggle. Just talk amongst yourselves while I struggle.
Are you struggling?
No. Maybe a little bit.
Sorry, I was reading.
It's okay. Somebody's got to read the instructions because you know sure as heck fire, I'm probably not going to be the one to do it. Nice foam. I like this foam. This is actually going to be useful. We're going to need this stuff. For sure.
Well, I was thinking it's nice to put down and put your knees on.
Yep. Separate cord. Your standard regular electrical cord kind of a thing. Same kind of thing you would use for most electronic products like a computer or something like that. I'm going to turn this on its side and then slide it out. Okay? Now I'm going to need your help here. So.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Now I'm going to pick this up a little bit and I want you to slide the box back.
Okay, I can do that.
All right. Awesome.
There we go.
Very good. I'll take the box.
Okay.
All right. Looks like a little refrigerator, doesn't it? Looks like a little refrigerator.
It does, like a mini fridge that you take to college.
Yep. In case you're wondering what I'm using, this is a Leatherman Skeletool. It is my favorite multi-tool. I absolutely love it. Okay, I'm going to pick up, and you're going to pull the plastic off the bottom.
Okay.
Hold that wait. Hold on. Let's see if we can get this block of foam out.
I'm not good for the heavy lifting.
No, that's okay.
I'm good for the taking the plastic off. Which I don't know. I guess I should try to see how heavy this is for me.
Don't give yourself a hernia, but if you want to try, you can.
I know, but what if other...
I mean, the handle is there.
Well, it's up too high, guys.
It's up too high.
It's up too high.
Right, so I don't know that if this angle, I don't think I can pick it up with the handle easily. I mean, I can, but grab the bag.
I got the bag.
But
something
pretty
else
heavy.
It's a piece of tape again.
They're pretty heavy. So lots of taping.
What is this note? The inner liner is made of high temperature resistant material. There may be small cracks on the surface, which is normal and does not affect use.
Yeah, it's like the same Firebird stuff as in our regular kiln. Well,
it was there and it was written, so I thought it was.
Yep.
I should read it.
Very heavy duty stainless steel construction. You have it?
I think so.
All right. All right. Most of it.
Yeah, it didn't come off in one piece, but that's
all right.
You know.
We got it. Here you go.
There we go.
And I'm going to tip it back just a little so I can get the tape off the bottom.
It does have a little caution sign on the side that's like etched in.
Pshaw.
It says, hot surface, do not touch.
Okay, so we'll see how hot it gets. We actually can measure that if we wanted to.
Yeah, you have that thermometer that you point at something and go zap.
Yep. Nice little clamp there, spring-loaded clamp. Ooh, isn't that fancy? So you'll no doubt notice that the inside of this is quite small. We have a little collection of things here on the table that we're wondering if we can fire inside of it. Mm-hmm. Now, I see a ceramic fiber insulation fabric on the inside of the door, and then the inside of the actual kiln is made out of the same kind of lightweight fire brick, the soft fire brick that we have inside of our big kiln. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to go get a ruler and I'll measure the inside.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll start putting things in.
I have one.
You have a ruler
I have a ruler.
Oh, awesome.
I use it for lifting sides on some of my square plates.
Very, very cool. All right, so if we're doing the measurements, it looks like we're about a little more than 5 1/4 inches deep. About 5 3/4 inches wide. And about 6 1/4 inches tall.
Okay.
And we will put the measurements for this when we do our actual review, when we do the description. Now the question is, you have a great big plant pot. You want to know if that'll fit in?
I do.
There.
I want to know if it'll fit.
Well, let's find out.
Here you go.
This is one of Diana's planter pots that she has not yet glazed. Yes. So we're going to put it in and see if it fits.
I know I could have measured it with a ruler, but this is so much more fun.
You know what?
No.
Oh, it really doesn't fit because it'll hit the door.
Oh, yeah,
when we close
I see
it.
that.
So this is really just a little too big. That's
okay.
that's
too big.
That's not a surprise. We didn't figure that would fit.
I'm sure this will fit.
Here's one of our largish mugs. Will absolutely fit, no problemo.
Okay, so this is the no.
Mm-hmm. The cup is definitely a yes.
I'll put the yes there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, okay. So that's not going to fit, I'll tell you right now, but we're going to try it. So here's the thing.
Darn.
One of the things we wanted to try this kiln for is we wanted to try it for refiring pieces of pottery that need just one refire to be right. This has some pin holding on the inside that we can probably fix.
It's only like 3.
Mm-hmm. We can probably fix by putting some honey flux over top of it and running it through a regular glaze fire again. Yeah. So we were wondering, could we just use this kiln to refire pottery? And the answer to that question is, this will not fit. It sticks out the front, so this will not work for something as large as a bowl. It would work for refiring a mug. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Yep.
All
so
right.
Now we've got a couple of other small things that we wanted to try.
I would like to know how many trinket dishes can go in.
All right, let's take a look. Okay. These are our trinket dishes.
They're not glazed yet, but I'm just trying to see.
How many do you think will fit?
4.
Exactly 2 will fit.
What?
Yeah, and we got to go kitty corner to get them to fit. This is a very small kiln.
Oh my gosh.
So 2 will fit. There's no way we're going to get more than 2 in there. And even 2 would probably be, that would be pretty close to hitting the insulation. So 2 is pushing it. We can go this way and go back just a little bit. We'd be a little closer to the coils. But our small trinket dishes, we're not going to fit more than 2. Now, it is possible to put shelves in this. And maybe that's something we need to think about is to put in shelves. We could fire multiple trinket dishes.
So we could probably do 2 and then another 2, 4.
Probably.
Then? Okay, 4.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Probably. Okay.
The other thing, now this one.
Now what about wait, let me try the hard dish. Hold on. Right, the hard dishes. We might not even be able to get 2 of those in.
Oh no.
I think we could get 2 hard dishes. Yes, 2 hard dishes would go.
Okay. Yep. No room for anything else though.
Nope. All right, so you want to try a spoon rest?
Yes, because that's a bisque, and that's going to be our piece that we test to see if we can bisque. It's not bisque, it's greenware.
Right.
So we're going to check to see if we can take it from greenware to bisque, then glaze, and then fire it again, so the piece went all the way through just this kiln.
And that's kind of one of our long-term review questions. Can we take a piece of greenware that has never been fired? This has never been fired. Can we take a piece of greenware, do a bisque fire in this kiln, then glaze it and do a glaze fire in this kiln? Because I got to tell you, if you were able to go from raw clay to a finished glazed product using a tiny inexpensive kiln like this, that would be a really revolutionary, awesome kind of a thing.
Right.
It would keep people from having to use just like a microwave kiln to do like Raku pottery and stuff. And if it would do what I'm hoping it'll do, you could actually get dishwasher safe, food safe, actual usable dinnerware out of this kiln. Granted,
but no bowls and no plates.
Granted, nothing big.
Nothing big.
But cups and mugs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I do have this piece that we are going to be firing today. This is a bisqued piece that I have glazed, and it's very nice and dry.
So it's bisqued already been fired to cone 04. We're going to put it in here, and we're going to try to take it to cone. We're hoping for cone 6 because that's our normal temperature. But we aren't going to be firing it to cone 6 with the temperature gauge here, because we've seen other reviewers that say that this gets hotter than what they set it for. So we're aiming for probably about 1200 degrees Celsius, which is a cone, probably about a cone 5. And we're going to aim for cone 5 and hope for cone 6. And then we're going to see what happens.
All right.
Now, we will be back when we have this in place, and we'll explain the pyrometric cone that we're going to use to help us determine which, what cone it gets to. But bear in mind that temperature is not the same thing as cone. When we talk about temperature, we're talking about an actual measurable degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit. When we talk about cone, we're combining temperature with time. So heat work is really what cone is all about. So this kiln is not set up to give us information or measurements in cone value. It's set up to give, I believe, only Celsius in temperature, actual temperature.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we can use it.
I'm very curious to know whether our clay gets vitrified and will actually be watertight. So that's something I want to know.
We're going to try it, and that's part of our longer term.
Doubts.
Our longer term testing is.
But we'll see.
If we fire this at the right temperature, we don't necessarily know that the clay will still reach the right cone value to be fully vitrified, which means it still might absorb water. But lucky for us, there are tests that we can do to figure that out, and that's going to be part of our long-term testing.
And I've got the...
You've got the whole setup right there?
Yes, I have the little procedure for temperature control. And
we will definitely read over that before we get started. Yes. For now, though, I think this is enough of the unboxing part of this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to set this up in a corner of our studio, and we're actually going to fire it up and get started. And we're going to see what happens, okay?
And we're going to put it through its paces. And
yep, we'll find out. Okay, guys, we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, everybody, we're back. Now we're going to try out our kiln. Diana is the camera person. She's actually holding the camera. You can say hi, Diana, if you want to.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to put this stuff in the kiln. We're going to see what happens. This is an incense burner that Diana made on the wheel, and we are going to try for cone 6, but we just read in the manual that 1,150 degrees Celsius is the maximum operating temperature. So that's what we're going to set it at, and we're going to see what happens. So let's open it up and get ready to put this in. Now, I am going to get a cone 6 pyrometric cone to put in there. I would love to put a cone. I would love to put a cone 5 also in with it, but I only have cone 6. So these are the pyrometric cones we're using, and this will only tell us if we get to cone 6. It won't give us much more information beyond that, but we're going to put it in, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to put this back here so it bends over and won't touch our piece, and then we're going to close it up. I am a little close to that back. Let me pull it up just a little. And that looks like enough clearance, I think. Maybe a little more. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So we'll close it up. And power on. And the top number will show the actual temperature inside in degrees Celsius. This doesn't do Fahrenheit, it does Celsius. It is currently 17 degrees Celsius inside the kiln according to this readout. Now, if I want to set the numbers, I'm going to push the U button. The bottom number starts blinking, and it says not to set it above 1150, so I'm going to go for 1150. That's our maximum temperature. This will stop blinking as soon as I hit the P button. And this blinking equal sign at the top means that it is currently raising in temperature, currently firing. It is now 1:15 p.m. So we'll see how long it takes to get up to temperature. But that's it for the beginning part. The rest of it, when it reaches 1150, the equal sign will stop blinking at the top and it will start blinking down at the bottom, meaning it's holding at that temperature. And we're just going to have to keep an eye on it and make sure that it doesn't stay at that temperature for too long. But that's it. That's all there is to it. So we'll come back and see how it is later, okay?
Guys, it's been running for about 7 minutes now, and as you can see, the temperature is at 222, 223, oh, I'll never keep up, Celsius. But I will say there is a lot of exhaust. A while ago I could literally see like a cloud coming out this little hole. But it's certainly something you want to make sure that you have really good ventilation. Our normal kiln has a vent on it, but this one just has the hole in the top, so it is not something that you could really stay in the same room with. So I just took a quick peek and I'm back out of here.
Alright guys, we've been going for half an hour, exactly 30 minutes. We are at 907 degrees Celsius. It is firing very, very fast. We did have an odor coming through. I feel like it's mostly gone now, but we did put one of our market fans blowing across the top of the kiln, and we have the door to our garage open and also our studio door open for ventilation. So we'll see if that's enough. All right, I have no idea how fast it's going to get to 1150, but it seems pretty fast to me. All right, guys, it is 2:15. This has been going for an hour. It has reached temperature in exactly 1 hour, actually a couple minutes before that. That is really fast. So I'm getting ready to turn it off, and we'll see what we have when it's cool enough to open. All right, guys, we're back to do some opening on this tiny little kiln. Now, it's been going for about 7 hours now, which is not very long at all. But the temperature's down to 92 degrees Celsius, which is, I don't know, around 200 degrees Fahrenheit, probably. We're just going to open it and take a quick look and see what we have, and then we're probably going to close it right back up. Are you ready? All right, here we go. And there we go. Oh man, that's a big old crack right down the middle. And look at our cone. We got way hotter than cone 6 on that. Okay guys, we're back, sitting at our table thinking about what happened, and we had a catastrophic break in the kiln. You saw the crack. The pyrometric cone that we put in there to tell us whether or not we hit cone 6 was completely folded over and melted, meaning we went considerably higher than cone 6, a lot higher than cone 6.
And also when you set the temperature, you had set it like under cone 5 even, wasn't it more like a cone 4 when
That's
we
right.
looked at what it said not to set it past?
Right. The manual said not to set it past 1,150 degrees Celsius. And so that's what we set it at. Normally that would barely be a cone 4 normally, but that's considering a long amount of time to get it to that temperature. And this thing got to temperature in an hour, a little less than an hour. It was at temperature. That is way too fast for effective use with our ceramics. Now, maybe we could do something with the Raku and not worry about it cracking. The Raku clay is made with sand and lots of grog, and it's less likely to break because of thermal shock. So Raku clay would be the next thing that we need to try. Now we didn't do any kind of control with this at all. We just set it to the temperature we wanted, and then hit the button, and we were off to the races.
Yes, I know you were telling me that maybe one thing we could do is we could slow it down by setting like
a timer on our phones or whatever. Like if we're working beside the kiln here in the studio, we can monitor the temperature, by eyesight, and then every certain amount of time raise the temperature up manually, because this version of this kiln isn't programmable. You can't set it to reach a certain temperature in a certain amount of time, which is really kind of necessary for doing ceramics. Now, we can fudge that ourselves by becoming the controllers ourselves, by manually turning it to the right temperatures at the right time in order to maintain that heat work flow. But all we did was get it to the temperature and then turn it off, and then it took.
And we did hear like a pop.
Yep, we knew we were hearing something.
Like we heard it twice, and I feel like it was like maybe 10 minutes in, we heard the first one, and we're like, oh.
Now,
and the piece was completely dry.
Well, it had been bisked.
It had been bisked, yes, but the glaze was completely dry. It was not like we had put glaze on.
There wasn't a problem with the glaze. However, I will say that the incense burner that we used was thicker in the middle and thinner towards the bottom of the bowl shape before it turned up. So it might be that we would have had success with a flat object like a plate or something that was the same thickness throughout the entire piece.
Right.
But that's just a subject for more experimentation. Right. The kiln itself, very pleased with the controls, very pleased with how quickly it got to temperature, very pleased with the build quality. It's extremely sturdy and extremely capable. The handle is definitely sturdy and well built. But if we're going to use it here in the studio, we have to change our way of interacting with it, because just putting the ceramic in, turning it up to its maximum temperature, and then letting it go isn't going to give us the results that we need.
Right. I will say the glaze itself looked good.
Oh yeah, the glaze.
Yes, the glaze looked really good. So for that, I was happy. The other thing I wondered is whether the piece would actually be fully vitrified in such a short period of time, which with a crack we can't check that. Anyway, so
right, that's something for further testing.
Yes.
We are not giving up. We're going to do at least one more video with this.
Yes.
And we have several different use case scenarios that we're going to run through, including the option of manually controlling the temperature ourselves, but maybe some other things too. We might use it for, Carolyn had mentioned glass fusing, and then possibly even some melting for pewter and things like that for casting.
But I think the important thing here is we were asked to give a very honest review and tell things as it was, and that's pretty much what we're doing. So the first run was a fail.
Right,
but we've learned from it, and so now we'll try other.
And I don't think as of right now I can't fault the kiln. it does seem to be operating, although correctly. Although the fact that it indicated a cone 6 at 1,100 degrees Celsius indicated hotter than cone 6 at 1,150 degrees Celsius. That's cause for concern. So we're going to look into that and try to figure out what might be the root of that. But for now, I hope you enjoyed our first look at the Vevor kiln, and
wish us luck on the next
round of experimentation. It's gonna be fun.
So it is. So we'll see what works and what doesn't work, and keep on sharing with you guys. So.
We'll find out. For now, though, toodaloo, TTFN, ta-ta for now. Take care. See you later. Have a fantastic day no matter where you're at. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.